Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Sagittarius, September 26, 2024. You're more confident and hopeful about the future today, especially along practical lines. You might entertain ideas on practical, financial, or business levels that are breakthroughs or otherwise pivotal. Aim to keep your mind open to new information for the best results. While not all plans you consider now will lead to something concrete, one might click into place. Expanding your mental horizons is key. Later today, things can be downright confusing with a Mercury-Neptune opposition coming into play. As much as you'd like to be gung-ho, you may end up on the fence. For the best results, be especially vigilant regarding lending and spending. New ideas can be imaginative but require more attention to detail before passing the test. It's a time to double-check your work when dealing with facts and figures. The planets in the heavens above are dancing in a sweet pattern today. Our planet of the mind, Mercury, and planet of surprise, Uranus, will send harmonious beams back and forth. This ensures that you can make new friends or even bump into a new love interest if you are single and looking to mingle. While it is obviously the summer season, this may be at an event or gathering. However, it could be somewhere as simple as the convenience store. This new person who catches your eye might be a bit eccentric, but of all the zodiac signs, you like someone with a bit of flair. Talking about your value system and financial desires could lead to positive changes. Be open about what you want when Mercury in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. It could be worthwhile to talk about what you value, especially if it could change the way your career path operates. Maybe you value a job with better benefits, or you could value a job that supports the lifestyle you want to live. Whatever it might be, you may find that talking about your desires could help you achieve them in your career path. Your body's voice is apt to be silent at times. So, you will need to adhere to a regimen that does not fluctuate with every new idea that comes to your mind. When you need to motivate yourself, think of your health as a job. The successful candidate will exercise aerobically 3 times a week, take care to eat 3 balanced meals a day with only fresh fruits or vegetables for snacks between meals, and drink inordinate amounts of water throughout the day. This approach may help you stay focused when your mind is in a cloudy state. You will tend to change directions in your life and find a new balance after a long period of failures and difficulties. It is with your family and friends that you will feel most in harmony, and everyone will advise you to start working on your inner life so that you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This inner search may be slow and laborious, but this is the price that you have to pay to get some harmony back into your life, most notably in your relationships. Everything will irritate you and generate conflicts. Where has your legendary humor gone? A day after Venus exited your communication sector, her mission to give your heart and relationships a voice is in safe hands as the Sun begins its first full day here. With Mercury, the planet of communication, set to return in 2 days, support for your communication efforts will only increase. Until then, Mercury has much to accomplish in his final 2 days in your income sector, including beneficial interactions with Uranus on the career front and Pluto concerning job matters before leaving and bring everything together midweek. The Sun's return to your communication sector just before Venus left yesterday was a chance to effortlessly take over from where the planet of love left off. While the Sun is putting the solar on all your communications, the weeks that Venus has spent giving your heart and your relationships a voice has created a path that he will follow. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where suddenly, someone shares something unexpected, something they've been holding onto for what seems like a €, and it changes everything? Well, today could be one of those days. Whether it's you or someone close to you, there's a strong desire bubbling up to speak out, to finally let go of something that's been kept private for far too long. It's almost as if the universe is gently nudging you toward openness and honesty. In your relationships, you may notice that your expectations are running a little high. It's natural to have ambitions, but it's important to stay grounded, especially when it comes to the people you care about. Have you ever set the bar so high that it became unattainable, leading to disappointment rather than motivation? Today's energy invites you to step back and reevaluate. What does balance look like in your relationships right now? Maybe you've been expecting too much from someone without realizing it, or perhaps your own goals are out of sync with what's realistic. By reassessing your expectations and being clear about your needs, you create a more harmonious flow in your relationship. Clear communication is key. Don't assume people know what you want unless you've actually told them. Speaking of relationships, today is also an excellent time to nurture those connections. Your natural charm and accommodating nature are shining through, drawing people toward you. Others will appreciate your laid-back, supportive energy. Have you ever noticed how your calm presence can ease tension and make even the most stressful situations seem manageable? You've got that gift today. Your ability to listen, empathize, and be there for others will have a lasting impact. But just be mindful not to overextend yourself. It's wonderful to help, but sometimes giving too much, especially physically, can lead to burnout or even regret later. Finding that balance between being there for others and protecting your own energy is crucial. On a more personal note, you might feel a little restless or tense today, and it's okay if you can't quite pinpoint why. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems fine, yet you can't shake that uneasy feeling? That's the energy swirling around right now. The important thing is not to let those emotions spill over into your relationships or decision-making. Avoid making any rash choices out of frustration. Instead, take a moment to ground yourself, whether that means taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk, or simply sitting with your thoughts for a while. How do you find balance and calm when life feels chaotic? Now, let's talk about finances, because today's energy also has a bit of a cautionary tone when it comes to money. You might have been feeling a little frivolous with your spending lately, maybe indulging in some retail therapy or splurging on things you didn't really need. Have you ever had that sinking feeling when you look at your bank account and realize you've gone overboard? Trust me, we've all been there. The important thing is to practice a bit of damage control today. It's not about depriving yourself, but rather about being mindful of where your money is going and making small adjustments to get back on track. Being patient with yourself and your finances will pay off in the long run. What's one area of your financial life where you could use a little more restraint? Remember, it's all about balance today. Whether it's in your relationships, your personal well-being, or your finances, finding Hat's sweet spot between giving and receiving, action and rest, indulgence and moderation, will set you up for success.